system.
Hello again, everyone. This is Kyra, and welcome to another video. Apparently, I am supposed to be doing our inspirational quote reading and conversation card for this week. For the last week of May here. So we are just going to get right into it, and yeah, we're supposed to draw a color from a Halloween cup and a letter from another Halloween cup, but the color cup that we had vanished, and then with the letter cup, we don't know if we collected all the letters that fell on the floor, so I'm just doing this a different way for this video, so hopefully that'll be okay. And yeah, I'm trying to speak louder for the video, but yeah, let me know what you think of how I'm doing and stuff with this in the comments or on our socials. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab a random stack here. Just gonna reach over and grab. Okay, we got our green stack here, and basically what I'm gonna do now is just not look at the cards and just pick a random. I'm just gonna pick a random card. So. Okay, so for our quote of the week, I did pull out the letter S. Oh, upside down. So the green S for this week, it says, when you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, till it seems as though you cannot hang on a minute longer, never give up, then for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. Said by Harriet Beecher, or is it Beecher or Becker? I think it's Beecher. Stu. This one was kind of a challenging one. Yeah, this was a challenging one to say, but accidentally put cannot instead of could not while writing up the quote. At the end of the video, I will have this as a note. Well, yeah, I will add this at the end of the video, and then there will be an overlay with this too. Again, it says, when you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, till it seems as though you could not hang on a minute longer, never give up, then for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. Said by Harriet Beecher Stu. Now, for this one, not really sure what we think of this one. Really don't know where we found this one, because I wonder if we wrote this right, because like as I'm reading this, I'm thinking, is this worded correctly, or is it how? Like, is this worded correctly, or did we skip something when we were writing the quotes down? I have no idea. For me, it sounds like we kind of worded it wrong, but I could be mistaken. Now, as far as what we think of this one, again, don't really know, honestly. But without with that out of the way, it's time to get to our conversation card, and then I have to plug the phone in before it shuts off on me, so... Oh. So for this, I'm just gonna look away and pick a random one. And let me know if I'm speaking loud enough in this one. It is only my second video, so hopefully I'll get better over time. Alright, so the conversation card for this week. Here we go. It says, if you didn't have to worry about money, what would you do with your life? I honestly love this question. Again, it says, if you didn't have to worry about money, what would you do with your life? But yeah, we will add this as an overlay, and then we'll add this at the end of the video. But yeah, just let us know on our socials or in the comments what your answer to this question is. And we have quite a few answers for this one, but one of the answers I will share in this video, if money was not a worry for us, we would definitely travel. That would be so cool. Possibly travel around the US and see what kind of fun events are going on. Possibly one day attend like the mental health awareness events and stuff like that. That would be really neat. But yeah, that's one of our answers. I'm not gonna go too much in detail right now because our phone needs to be charged, but yeah, that's one of the answers that we definitely have for this question. We will be engaging in the conversation within our socials and here on our YouTube, so yeah. Now I'm gonna read both of them one more time, and then we have to wrap it up so we can charge our phone. But for the last time, the quote for this week, don't know if we worded it wrong or if this is exactly how we found it, but it says, when you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, till it seems as though you cannot hang on a minute longer, never give up, then for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. Said by Harriet Beecher Stowe. Now for the conversation for this week, the last week of May. It says, if you didn't have to worry about money, what would you do with your life? Alright everyone, I really hate to cut this outro short, but our phone is low, so yeah, just let me know how I'm doing with these videos. Again, I'm not really sure about this YouTube thing. I'm trying my best, and then yeah, hope you all have an amazing day. Let's start a conversation about the inspirational quote and the conversation starter card. But yep, we will post them on our socials. So until next time, everyone. Bye. Have a great day.
When you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, till it seems as though you could not hang on a minute longer, never give up then, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. Harriet Beecher Stowe.
If you didn't have to worry about money, what would you do with your life?